Tim Laird here with Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, the show that takes you out to eat at your favorite local restaurants.
And I'm Kevin Harned. We've been to a lot of great restaurants through the years, and while many are now part of local history, their flavor and recipes live on.
So join us now for a tasty blast from the past on a Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs Rewind.
Coming up, it's Secrets of Louisville Chefs Live, and we're in the kitchen theater with, well, a chef from the sunny side. Richard Doering's here, sharing his secrets to some French toast with a country flair from the Bristol. You don't want to miss it. It starts right now.
From Kitchen Theater at Sullivan University, this is Secrets of Louisville Chefs Live with your host, Kentucky's own Kevin Harned, and the Dean of Louisville Chefs, Dean Corbett, with your Chief Entertaining Officer, the CEO, Tim Laird.
Good evening. Welcome to the Secrets of Louisville Chefs Live. Once again here at Sullivan University's National Center for Hospitality Studies. We thank Kevin Harned, as always, for that glorious introduction. Once again, tonight, fabulous culinary talent, this time from Indiana, which is fun. So we like to, every once in a while, we cross the river and we bring in somebody really slick. So Chef Richard Doering from the Bristol over in Jeffersonville. How are you, Richard?
Good, thanks.
Explain to everybody very briefly where this is. It's in the Sheraton over there. Is that?
We're in the Sheraton Riverside Hotel in Jeffersonville, right on the river. We're attached to the hotel. We do breakfast, unlike any of the other Bristols, because of the hotel.
That's cool. So, I mean, if from Louisville, straight across the bridge, first exit?
2nd Street is probably the easiest way to get there.
And breakfast every day. You are my hero. Yeah. So you're going to do a French toast for us today, which I dearly love. So, love eating it, hate making it. So I'm going to turn you loose here and tell us about your ingredients.
Well, I use a like a European-style country loaf. I like it because it's a little more dense, adds a little deeper flavor with the sourdough. It also has a nice structure to the inside that soaks it up nicely. I like doing real thick slices.
That's a big meal in itself, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, those things that is very dense, very nice.
So first thing you do is you want to start out with some fresh eggs. I'm just going to throw them on the floor here because I don't have to clean up.
The fine people at Sullivan here will appreciate that. Billy's over there just taking notes, aren't she?
I do an equal parts egg and half and half. And basically what I'm doing is I'm making a custard. You can actually use the same custard to make bread pudding. A little bit of brown sugar to sweeten it up.
A little
vanilla extract. A little bit of cinnamon.
Be interesting to see what Tim matches up on the alcohol section with the French
It's always a good
toast
thing.
Bourbon, maybe?
I can put some bourbon in here.
Yeah. Morning buzz. They're all liquor crazy. You hear this?
Yeah. The great thing about being a chef is you can go to the bar and say, I need 4 ounces of bourbon, and little do they know,
yeah.
1 ounce is for the dish and 3 ounces is for you.
Yeah, I
want to kind of bring that all together.
I do that with Budweiser, but it gets a little bit old after the 15th or 16th. They're like, you must be making a hell of a beer batter back here.
I like to take the thick pieces of bread and kind of smash it in there. It's like when you're doing dishes at home and you bring your sponge out. I kind of push it in there to try and make it soak up as much as possible.
My kids love this. Do you ever cook breakfast for the kids, or are you one of these guys
Yes,
like
I do.
everything in a bowl?
I try and pawn off the bowl.
Do you?
Yeah, but every now and then they're just, my wife will say, I'm going to make some eggs, and they'll say, Daddy makes better eggs.
Oh, I bet that goes over well, huh?
Their favorite is egg in the hole, though.
Oh, the toad in the hole, yeah. I remember that.
Usually what I do at the hotel is we'll bring it up to like a nice golden brown, And we'll finish it in the oven at about 400 to 450 for about 2 or 3 minutes to finish it, because that way your egg cooks the whole way through. You get a nice crispy exterior, real soft interior. Woohoo!
Look at this through the miracle of television. Unbelievable. That's a great oven.
Isn't it though?
Fabulous.
I think it's microwave.
It is fabulous. This is our Lazy Susan. This is where the presentations all happen here. Kevin talked about the secrets. That's one of our biggest.
What you end up with is a nice little crispy edge, a nice soft interior. It cooks that egg thoroughly, usually makes it nice and fluffy. We have fresh made corned beef hash that we do.
Oh, that's
and
good.
The other dish that I'll be showing you is a version of Eggs Benedict, which we tend to sell a good bit
A little
of.
truffle oil on that corned beef hash and be all set.
Ooh, never thought of that.
Love it. Yeah, there's a place in town here that does it with a little truffle oil. It's quite tasty on the. Look at this. Oh!
That's running everywhere.
Yeah,
that's
right,
okay.
Look at this. My goodness.
And you always got to finish it with a little bit of maple
Look
syrup.
at this. This looks fantastic. This may not make it to the. Awesome. That is fantastic. Now some lucky audience member gets to taste a little bit of that, although they may not get it. We may nail it before they get in there. Oh, goodness. Well, excellent. We will be right back with Chef Richard from the Bristol, who's going to do a little Eggs Benedict takeoff. So look at this. Doesn't this look great? Be right back. Yeah. Oh, that looks great.
Thanks for joining us again on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, where this time we're looking back on Kentucky's culinary history.
It's a Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs Rewind.
And welcome back to Kitchen Theater here at Sullivan University. I'm Kevin Harned. Always a fantastic time to be out in the audience, having someone take a taste, and even more special for me today, one of Louisville's great ambassadors, Patrick Henry Hughes, in our audience today, along with his mom, Patricia, here. It's nice to see you all.
Oh, it's nice to see you. Pleasure to be here.
Well, listen, you have a chance to take a taste of the great food. I mean, this is wonderful here. If you've ever been over to Bristol, you know how good their food is. But you're no stranger to fixing a little breakfast yourself now that you have your own kitchen, right?
Well, yes, I actually did cook eggs and sausages once, and rumor has it they're using one of my sausages as a hockey puck in the NHL.
Once was enough, right? It was like, now
well,
what's...
I'll probably try again one day or another.
Needs a little practice.
Practice makes perfect.
Absolutely. Well, if you're giving cooking lessons, let me know. I'll come over. I need a little practice myself.
Okay.
Listen, I want you to take a taste of this wonderful, I mean, it looks delicious. It's a little French toast there. And we've got some whipped cream there. That looks delicious. And we're going to take a taste and give it the true taste test here. Big piece. Oh.
Delicious.
Yeah? So delicious. In fact, you want a little more? Well,
Sounds good to me.
Well, we're going to let Patrick eat some breakfast here. In the meantime, we've got more secrets to share. Let's toss it down to the Dino.
Welcome back to the Secrets of Louisville Chefs Live. We're here at Sullivan, as always, our fine host and Chef Richard Doering from the Bristol over at the Sheraton, the new Sheraton in Jeffersonville, who's just done a terrific French toast, and now you are going to do a variation of Eggs Benedict. Is that correct?
Yep. It's
Turn me loose, my man.
It's a breakfast that I had at Brennan's in New Orleans. It was kind of based on a Creole sauce called Marchand de Vin, and I've kind of Kentuckyized it by throwing bourbon in it instead, which is always good. So I call it Marchand de Bourbon. It contains a whole bunch of ingredients. First one,
Yeah, a lot of butter.
A whole bunch of butter.
We love butter.
Well, you know, Creole has French influences, so if it doesn't have cream and butter, there's something wrong. Got some garlic, diced lean ham, diced white mushrooms. Get them all in there. Got some diced onion, green onions. Forgot what they were called there for a second.
For you.
Parsley. Fresh thyme. In the meantime, you want to get your water boiling. Twofold. You need to poach your eggs in it. You always need to throw a little white vinegar in it when you're poaching eggs. I think it has something to do with the surface tension on the egg. It makes it more of a ball shape than spreading out.
Really? I'll have to look into that. I didn't know that.
In the bowl, I'm going to start with a little bit of water. Probably about a tablespoon or two. We're going to make an easy hollandaise. This you don't have to worry about clarifying your butter.
So this is a quickie, in other words, huh?
Yep. Add a little salt. Yeah, the larger the batch, the better success you normally have. A little cayenne pepper, wherever that is. There it is. I'm going to constantly work this over. Not boiling water. You want it just enough to cook it.
I do not.
My lemon. I forgot to put lemon in there. Can't have a hollandaise without lemon juice.
Can't have it.
I'm going to just whip this over a pot of boiling water. Not too violently boiling, because if it's going crazy on you, you'll end up with scrambled eggs.
And if somebody just joined us, this is scallions, onions, ham, butter, mushrooms. What else? A little parsley in there?
Thyme,
Thyme.
parsley.
All right.
Throw about a third of a cup of flour in there.
All right.
It's great to have an assistant.
Got a little bit of roux here almost. Kind of.
I think he's qualified. Yeah, kind of make the pan, or make the roux in the pan.
Yeah. See how it comes together really nice and coming off the pan nice. A little sticky. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. So.
And we can always put some bourbon in it.
It's for drinking. Keep that away from Harned. He has a problem, from what I understand. A little bit of a problem.
Like I said, it's, this sauce originally is a Creole dish, and Marchand de Vin means wine merchant. And it's just
You want me to pour anything for you?
big.
Yeah, you want a little?
Oh, it's going in there.
Oh, go in there. Hell, I don't know. Hey, get it. How much you want in there?
I'll put about a cup.
A cup. Good Lord. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
The way I see it, if it says bourbon in the sauce, you better taste it.
Yeah, I'll say.
You have
Maybe a little bit more in there.
My job is done. That is the cocktail.
Once this hollandaise starts coming together, the eggs start tightening up, you can start emulsifying in whole butter. That's why this is such a quick, easy hollandaise.
Have to be any temperature difference or anything?
Nah.
Cold, warm, room temp? Does that matter?
Doesn't matter. If it's more towards room temperature, it'll emulsify
Probably
in there a
better,
lot
huh?
quicker.
Yeah.
I've got 2 eggs in here, so I'm going to need 8 ounces of butter.
I was trying to save a little for the drinking.
All right, what I'm going to hit it with is about a quart and a half of rich beef stock, but I prefer demi.
Demi.
That's about as rich as it gets. All right.
All right, I want to watch this egg poaching. This is where, Patrick, you and I need some help on that poaching.
This will be a
here.
quick assembly. You want to poach your eggs.
Taking notes.
Like I said, the vinegar in the water will help that egg kind of ball up. What I like to use, traditional eggs Benedict will have a English muffin that's toasted. I use biscuit halves. That's why it's Kentucky-ish. Warm my biscuits up. I cut them in half and then just put them in the pan to warm them up. And then what I use instead of Canadian bacon, I use a really good country ham.
A Tennessee ham, you told me.
Yes, Benton's out of Tennessee. It's aged for 14 months. When you slice it real thin, it almost melts in your mouth. It's just an amazing product. Hopefully our eggs are ready.
No, this isn't, God forbid, this isn't one portion, is it? This
No.
Four of these things, I was going to say, you get the Jethro plate. 4 of these with hollandaise. I don't think we could.
I just wanted to fill the plate out. What we'll do is top this with about an ounce of hollandaise.
Yeah, this isn't rich, is it? It's unbelievable.
And it all gets finished with the Marchand de Bourbon.
So was this exactly the way you had it down there, pretty close to it?
It was basically eggs Benedict topped with this sauce.
Unbelievable.
And then, like I said, I decided to do biscuit halves and country ham and make it just a little richer.
This would be a pretty good seller, I would imagine, isn't it? Pretty good. Yeah, look at that. Unbelievable. Do a little plate maintenance. Appreciate it. Excellent job.
Thanks for having me.
Say goodnight, Chef Richard from Bristol. Yeah. All right, be right back with Tim Laird. He's got quite the challenge here, matching up with this fine breakfast food. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us again on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, where this time we're looking back on Kentucky's culinary history.
It's a Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs Rewind.
And welcome back to the Kitchen Theater. I'm Kevin Harned. A beautiful Eggs Benedict. I mean, this is unbelievable. A little country ham. We have a little bit of everything on the plate here. Steve and Sandy are here, and you all make it to most of our shows. It's good to see you all again.
Oh, good. Yeah, we enjoy coming and watching all the good stuff.
What brings you back just about every time we tape here at Sullivan? Sandy?
Because I like to cook. I like to learn how the chefs do it.
Now you have a chance to take a taste. Steve, dive in there. Let us know what it tastes like. It looks fantastic. It's a country twist, and just like everything from the Bristol, I'm sure it will meet its standards, which is excellent. Steve?
Very good.
Yeah?
Great.
And we've got a little country ham there. Taste the bourbon.
We have the bourbon sauce. Now Tim will be fixing the bourbon. So
Yeah, and evidently on this show you just can't get enough bourbon. So let's toss it down to the Dina.
All right, our thanks to Kevin Harned, of course. What a great guy. And here we are back. We just said good evening to Chef Richard Doering from the Bristol over in Jeffersonville, and now it's Tim Laird's turn, our Chief Entertaining Officer, to come out here.
Great. Dino,
Tell
excellent.
us, what are you going to do with this?
A lot of fun. Well,
Breakfast.
first of all, I think my cocktail was done with that sauce that he made with all of the bourbon.
Was
But
that the 20 proof? or
yeah,
whatever?
I know. That was good. But the alcohol does cook off, so we're okay. But anyway, when I think of breakfast, of course, the quintessential beverage is coffee. So I wanted to actually learn how to brew the most perfect coffee, and I turned to our friends at Consumer's Choice. So I said, how do we make the perfect coffee? And basically, the utensil you want is a French press, does the best job. Boil some water, but then take it off the heat and let it cool down just a little bit. And then we fill up our French press right to wherever the line is. This is a rather large cup. This is a 12 cup. They have 6 and 4 cup as well. And then the next secret is, once that's filled, about 4 ounces of freshly ground coffee. And this one is Dave's special blend, he said. So he's making his own special blend, and wow, just when it's freshly ground, just the aroma
he's a great
is
guy.
wonderful.
Their products are wonderful.
Oh, great stuff.
So right in there it goes.
All of it goes right in there, about 4 ounces to a 12 cup. And then he says to give it a little stir. See, usually when I was doing the French presses before, I would just let it sit on the top.
Right, exactly. I did as well.
He said, nope, what you want to do is get all the grounds stirred up, and then we're going to put the top on, and then we don't press it yet. We're going to take about 4 minutes and let that steep, and then we'll come back and give it a press. Now, I made some earlier, and actually they have these new thermo presses, so it actually stays warm. The downside with the glass ones are, even though they look wonderful, they lose heat. So they've got these thermal ones that will actually last 4 hours. How about that?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I made this earlier, and this is Dave's Aztec blend, and you can see how a great cup of coffee.
And it's not so hot on the exterior.
No,
You're not going to burn yourself.
exactly. And I love this.
But we need
And
something
a fresh
alcohol.
Yeah, we're going to have to kick this up. This is just the plain Aztec blend. And I thought, well, since it's an Aztec blend, how about a Good Morning Guadalajara? This is a fun drink. I have a little Herradura Añejo, which is the oldest mark.
This is like a defibrillator.
It is, I know.
Jesus, so strong, it's like...
Coffee with a kick. Now I'm going to do coffee with a double kick. And really just two ingredients. This really works. Just a little bit of the Herradura Añejo.
Just a bit.
Just a bit, yes. Perfect. And here it is, the Good Morning Guadalajara. Cheers. A little spice. You know, it just adds a nice little spice texture to it. And that's
probably
all
a little bit
to
more for me.
Yeah.
Not enough.
That's not enough, I know. Well, speaking of breakfast, I had to come up with something called a breakfast bourbon. This has all the ingredients that you normally think of for breakfast. An egg, fresh egg, orange juice, a little maple syrup, and even bacon. And of course, we've got to have a little bourbon. So I'm going to start out with the breakfast bourbon with a little Old Forester in my shaker, about 1.5 ounces. I know Chef Richard had a good pour. I like
yeah,
his
he was
pour. He was I love that
2-cup pour.
That was good. Anyway, now about 1 ounce of fresh orange juice, a little maple syrup. Instead of simple syrup, I'm going to use maple syrup and just a little bit. Maple and bourbon really are a nice combination, so I'll just put a little bit about that, about 1/4 ounce. And then a whole egg. I was inspired by the egg dishes this morning, so we're going to put a whole egg in there, just like that, a little Rebecca Grace. Now we're going to shake this up. And you want to really shake this up because you want to infuse all the flavors of the syrup, the egg, the orange juice.
Wake up, Tim.
That's it. This is my wake-up call. This is my alarm clock in the morning. I love that sound. It's time to get up. Okay. Now we're going to pour this in, a couple of glasses. And my garnish for this, we've got to have our bacon. So I have little bacon skewers, just a little accordion with the bacon. Bake this for about 10 minutes. Flipped it over for another 10 minutes.
You soak your skewers or anything before?
Actually, I didn't have to because the oven's at 400 and it really doesn't burn them
quickly, huh?
Unless we were going to go on the grill with that. But so there's our garnish.
What about for dipping? Do you dip your bacon?
Yes, you can do a little a bacon dip. Anyway.
Oh, that's delicious.
Wow, isn't that great? Mm-hmm. The maple, the bourbon, all the flavors, the orange juice. So this really is a breakfast. Well, I think it's been about 4 minutes because that's what you want to do. Let it go 4 minutes, and then we're going to do a press, just a slow press, and that'll get all those grounds down to the bottom and really infuse it. Now, Dave's blend, again, Dave Lange was our consultant. I thought, well, he's a gentleman, so why not do a Gentleman Jack coffee? Come on over here, Dino. We'll have something fun over here. I like this.
I'm having something fun right here.
It is good.
Getting a lot more fun.
That is fun. And a breakfast, too. You got it all in one. Start out with a little fresh pressed coffee. And to this, very simply, a little bit of Gentleman Jack. Again, if you use a high-end coffee, you want to use high-end ingredients in this, so a nice little Gentleman Jack. A little simple syrup. You can make this at home. It's just 1 part sugar, 1 part water. Bring that to a boil. Take it off, let it chill down, put it in a container, and you have simple syrup, which you can use to sweeten teas or any other thing. But just a little bit, just a little sweetener. Then let's top this off with a little whipped cream, just like Chef Richard's his French toast.
Yeah.
I was inspired by that, so borrowed a little whipped cream. There it is. Wow, a gentleman coffee. Let's see how we did.
I can't wait to try that coffee. Yeah, right, the coffee.
Yeah, normally you don't like coffee, but when you
suddenly it's delicious.
Yeah. Great stuff.
It's very
good. A lot
good.
of flavors. Wow, that coffee really stands up too. So, finally, we've got to talk about another an easy to prepare. I love this.
Very interesting. Yeah.
This is an interesting product from Anheuser-Busch. This is Budweiser and Clamato. We also have, I know you drink Bud Light, so
been known to.
We brought you a Bud Light in Clamato, kind of a breakfast, if you will, an easy Bloody Mary in a glass. I'll try the Budweiser. Wow, this is the easiest Bloody Mary I've ever had.
Yeah, because the Clamato, a lot of people use for, of course, as an ingredient in their personalized
Bloody
recipe.
Caesars, yeah. Here we go. Cheers.
I love
that
this.
is nice.
Delicious.
Very refreshing as
Very
well,
good.
effervescent. So that's it. That was our
wonderful
Budweiser
job.
and Clamato.
Thank
That's
you.
Our breakfast beverages.
You're the man, the CEO.
All right.
All right, our thanks to all of our great friends here. Tim Laird, of course, our host Kevin Harned, and especially Chef Richard Doering from the Bristol over in Jeff. And we want to thank the fine family of beverages from Anheuser-Busch, as well as Sullivan University, Beef and Kentucky Proud. Until next time.
Secrets of Louisville Chefs Live is recorded in front of a live studio audience.